This painting, Tangled Up in Spring, was born of a field study done in Pennsylvania along a creek with a funny name called Crum Creek. And I was invited to apply for a plein air event, which is a week of painting with me and many other painters from all over the country. And this one happened to be in just outside of Philly, about 45 minutes, but it could have been the Shire. And what's really neat about the host there is they knew our portfolios, and one of them said, "Hey, you like creeks." And she happened upon me painting in the wild, and she said, "Have you been down to Crum Creek just down the way?" And I said, "I couldn't even see it. Everything's so dense." I said, "No." So after I finished, I said, "Thank you." And after I finished up that one, I went down and started poking around, and she had the best directions. It's like, if you go over the 1-lane stone bridge, you went too far. And so I'm like, I'm in. And I find my little spot and I follow the creek, and it's got these boulders in it and this current in it, and the rain, it was a spring show, and so the rain is coming and going all day. And you just live with it. And that's the best thing about painting on trips, is you're there to paint. So regardless, wind, cold, rain, you're just gonna do it, and you find you can do it. And sometimes even that uncomfortability brings about a focus and connects you to the place, partially because you're like saturated literally in it. And so I'm walking along the creek and I get a phone call from my son, and he tells me something terrible has happened in our neighborhood, and my neighborhood's very close in St. Paul. And one of our neighbors passed away, and he was the patriarch of our block. He invited so many people to his home all the time. He even invited me into coaching a little league basketball program when my son was 5th grade. And he just walked me through it. He's like, "I will help, but you have to be the head coach and deal with parents." And so we did it together. And so this is where I was standing when I heard that news. And so at first I didn't want to paint it, but I couldn't help but notice the sprinkle of light in the shallows of the creek, where the water's coming around a bend and it's going over this little bit of gravel. And the way the light caught this tree, and the way the tree is directing traffic really reminded me. And the tree's in the middle of it, like the creek goes around both, like it's on this little island. And that was him. He was this stalwart man, involved in everything, listening to everybody. He was brilliant. He helped a million businesses around the state and further afield. And so I got to spend my afternoon, 2 of them actually, because it's a fleeting window of light, with Jim standing by the creek. I couldn't make it back for the memorial, but literally, as I look at the painting, I think of all of these little flicks of light as the water goes over the rapids, or more like pebbles. But that's what he did with people. He helped people get through the rough spots in their lives. And man, I would wish all of you to have a friend like that in your life.